Welcome, everybody, to You Can't Make This Up, man. This is so cool. Curly Fries commented first. Thank you, Pookie. Blessings from Ontario, Canada. Thank you for joining us. Hello from Michigan, Alabama. Look at this. So cool. Freezing Missouri or Misery. Snowy Connecticut. Richmond, Texas. Very cool seeing everybody on here. Very snowy Ontario, Canada. Man, this is exciting. There's people from all over the world. Literally, all over the world they're joining us right now. Nebraska even. I'm on a church board in Lincoln, Nebraska. And I was very glad. It was really cold, and I got to do the board meeting by Zoom the other day from my warm place, not from these cold places out there. Mississippi, North Carolina, Minnesota, West Virginia, Oklahoma. How exciting is that, connecting with people from all over the world? Okay, as you know, You Can't Make This Up Thursdays is the Equal Opportunity Offender program. But we're going to start out with something that's not offensive. Seriously, it's not. And then after this, I'll get really offensive, all right? But let's just start off with something that's not offensive. It's actually really cool. It's an advertisement that I thought, you know what? It's a blessing. Let's start off with a blessing because we kind of need it. It's going to tug at your heartstrings. You ready? Okay, let's roll this. This is about a minute long. You're going to like it. Let's roll this.
Salut papa. Joyeux Noël.
Man, that is such a cool song. If you're as old as me, you remember that song growing up. Redbone. Come and get your love. I love it. I think it's a great commercial. And you know what? It wasn't DEI. Isn't that nice? To see something that's not DEI, things are changing. Derek Otto says, Billy Crone called and he wants his coat back. Billy is with the crew in Branson, Missouri right now, and I am not there. But are you guys ready for this? Because I wanted to start off with something really good because, you know, the rest of the time is just going to be offensive. Well, let's start off with this. From paratroopers in Honduras. Check this out. Think of these. This is your military You say, let's hope that you're not in a jam and they're coming to rescue you. I've never even done that before, and I'm thinking I could come pretty close to doing as well. Might be the guy that ends up in the outhouse. Nevertheless, hey, check it out. We have coming up in Las Vegas, the Blazing Saddles Prophecy Conference. There it is. Don Perkins right up front. And then, of course, there's Brandon Holthouse, Billy Crone, Kurt Reed, and myself coming up in Las Vegas at Pastor Kurt Reed's church. Thank you, Pastor Kurt Reed. It's going to be January 17, 18, and 19, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, going into Sunday night. Going to be a great time. Check it out. Registration is available, hopeforourtimes.com, available on the app also. So anyways, love to meet you guys there. Going to be a great time. Okay, so check out this banana art. Many of you have already seen the banana art. Somebody paid, look at this, watch this, $6 million. What is it?
We're going to begin at $800,000, at $800,000, $850,000 now, 850, 900,000. Thank you, sir. 950 is with Ottilie Mid. 1 million is with me already. Fair warning, at $5,200,000. Jen, the Catalan is yours. Congratulations. Thank you very much indeed. Paddle number 17.
Wow, that's art. You know you're in trouble when that's art. A banana duct taped to a wall. Wow, $6 million. The person who bought it apparently was some, I don't know, rich person that took it home. I think they were young and rich and took it home and ate the banana. What a world we are living in. While Biden gives $1 billion to Africa because they've got a climate problem there, because everybody's going to die because it's getting too hot, and he won't give any money to North Carolina. Oh, I know they keep saying it's being held up. They're trying to get the money to North Carolina hurricane victims. Remember what happened in Lahaina? Yeah. Wow. But what an interesting world. Millions of dollars for a banana taped to a wall. Interesting world. If you got the money, do whatever you want. All right. Showed this article on Today in Prophecy about a week or so ago. It's worth bringing up, but you can't make this up. This is true. The world's first belch and manure tax, taxing farm animals, farts and burps. Yes, we can say farts and burps here. You can't make this up. Denmark gives it a try. Why? Because the climate problems, we're all going to die because cows fart too much. Did I just say that again? I didn't just say it again. Did I just say that again? I was just reading the articles. This is just the stuff that shows up. Hey, but listen, again, we can't let today go by without another opportunity to be blessed with the entertainment from Kamala and her Starbucks lid.
Those lids are, because this is, well, I'm just going to speak, okay? So this is it. So you know how those lids on the Starbucks cups, they're white, right? And so if you wear lipstick, they get all over the lid. And so then I find myself in meetings if I'm the only woman, and that's kind of, and so I keep taking the lid off and having my cup out so that I don't have that big lipstick mark on the lid. So I said, can we do something about the color of the lid? So that was that conversation.
We dodged a bullet on that one. You get left out, that's played to the Seinfeld music. Hey, you know what? Feel free to throw in a question to me. As long as we're on it, we're doing this live, I would love to hear what you guys have to say. And Joseph Davis says, let them wear cow masks. That's right. Going back to Denmark, let's tax the burps and farts. Let them wear cow masks. I love it. We know that I'm not allowed to say it. The things on your, I'm not allowed. Others are. I'm not allowed to talk about it. Things people wore on their mask, like, remember all that? When at the same time, when maybe somebody in here has an answer for this. If you go back almost 5 years now, everybody thought they were going to die, so they rushed to the stores and bought toilet paper. Did you guys do that? I hope nobody here did that. But I am curious as to why. Why did people say we're all going to die? Let's buy toilet paper. I mean, that was like the last thing that came to my mind. Now, the guy who was in the parachute in Honduras, who went into the outhouse, he could have probably used some of that extra toilet paper. But why? And don't tell me you guys did that. But maybe you can tell me why people did it. I still don't know why. And thank you, Kamala Harris, for giving us so much entertainment. But indeed, we dodged a bullet. And I can't imagine you being our president. I just can't imagine. Okay, but if you think we only pick on Kamala or Biden, I think we should enter Donald Trump and RFK into this, and Mickey D's. Yeah, that's right, Mickey D's. What's RFK going to do about the Mickey D problem? Well, let's see. How do you explain that one, RFK? You, the health minister. After we dealt with that health person, you know, the guy who thought he was a girl, who thinks he's a girl, and talks about eating healthy. How are you going to deal with this McDonald's problem with your new boss? I don't know. I got to confess, RFK, I kind of like Big Macs. I know some of you just got really offended at that, but I'm wondering how RFK Jr. is going to be dealing with Mickey D's and Donald Trump, especially when he got caught sitting at the table. That is absolutely scandalous. Not sure how things are going to go there. Hey, speaking of, check this out. Oh, so Naomi McMillan says, I don't use toilet paper. Naomi. Oh, Naomi. No, that's kind of disgusting. Oh, I can't do the show anymore. Billy, come and get your jacket. After seeing that, oh my gosh. Yeah, okay. Oy vey. All right, Washington Redskins. Oh wait, Washington Commanders are, hey, there's a little bit of a problem. You know, all the DEI stuff, the Washington Redskins got renamed as the Washington Commanders. Apparently, that hasn't gone so well with a Native American group. They're saying, hey, we're kind of offended by that because we appreciated having the name Washington Redskins because it recognizes our cultural heritage. You're taking this away from all of us, and now it looks like the Washington Redskins, who became the Washington Commanders, might become the Washington Redskins again. Interesting how things are flipping. Did you see Walmart? We're getting rid of all their DEI stuff. We're starting to watch certain things start to flip back. Aunt Jemima's back too. That's right, because people are saying, wait a minute, all these white, crazy Marxist leftists are saying it's racist to have Aunt Jemima there. It's racist to have Washington Redskins. I remember years and years ago in San Diego, there was a bar. It was called Indian Joe's. It was owned by a guy named Joe who was an Indian. Some white radical leftist group got in there and they were forced to change their name because it was offensive to Indians. He goes, wait a minute, my name's Joe and I'm Indian and I own this place and I want it to be called Indian Joe's. Joe, you look at this, you go, what is this? You have it's like these white leftists want to remove, they say they're all about inclusivity. We want to make sure we're diversified, yet they remove color from everywhere. Everywhere. So you can't say Aunt Jemima, you can't say Washington Redskins. Commanders? Really? What are you going to put up? The Puritan syrup or something? I mean, what are you going to do? So, whatever. You know, but it's kind of nice to see things flipping back to somewhat of normalcy. I know what you guys are thinking. You're wearing that coat. You have that shirt on that says you can't make this up. I've seen your coffee mug. And you're saying normalcy? Yeah, it is Thursday. It's like the end of the week, and quite frankly, yeah. So let's move on from there. Oh, look, a couple of serious notes here, and then we got AI. Naomi, was that really a joke, Naomi McMillan? Was it really a joke? You should change your name when you come back on, because I'll guarantee you Pookie's going to start talking about you. Okay, so we're going to come to AI Granny. We're going to say Santa Claus, Grandma got run over by a reindeer. We're going to see that in a minute too. But first, a couple of serious things for you, all right? So check this out. Biden's war against Israel, post by John Martin. John, thank you for bringing this to everyone's attention. Look at this. So this is Joe Biden. He has his book there. You can see the book circled. Then you can see the name of the book. John Martin, as he quotes it here, note, "Sorry, Joe, the land of Israel belongs to the Jewish people, always has and always will." Biden was spotted by the press leaving Nantucket Bookworks, holding a copy of The 100 Years' War on Palestine, a history of settler colonialism and resistance, 1917 to 2017, by Columbia University professor emeritus Rashid Khalidi. You look at this, New York Post. So there you go, zero it in on it. So that's the book. Let me go here for a minute. Colonialism with the Jews in Israel. Let's think about what colonialism might be. So the Jews, that's their land. When you look at Israel and you see the Temple Mount, wait a minute, whose Temple Mount is that? Does that belong to? That belongs to the Jews. Even the Romans understood that. So the Romans, at the time of King Herod, built the Temple Mount, and then you have the Ottoman Turks coming along and even making it a little bit bigger, and you start seeing these things, you're going, wait a minute, it was the Temple Mount. It belonged to the Jews. The temple used to be there. I talked about this the other day. In the 1930s, it was the Supreme Muslim Council, the book published, or the work put together by the same imam who taught Hitler how to kill the Jews. And in that book, he even said the temple used to be here. Solomon's temple was there. This belongs to the Jews. Colonialism would be somebody else coming along and saying, we're taking that from you. Like, it's the Jews' land. To take it from the Jews, that would be colonialism. Who are the Palestinians? Not really never such a nation. Interesting. You start looking at it, it'd be like, okay, if you have Native Americans and then the Europeans come over and the Native Americans are be called colonialists. It's kind of whacked. Exactly. But hence the argument of the day is that the Jews don't have any right to the land. Well, we go on and on and on with that. I've argued this many a times, but the lies are just astounding. Nevertheless, speaking of the lies being astounding, federal employees. Oh, look at this. Over 800 IRS employees owe millions in back taxes after audits pushed by Ernst. Wait a minute. You mean the same IRS who has agents that come after you and they say you owe $23 because you went to a restaurant one time and you claimed it and you shouldn't have claimed it. We're coming after you for that $23. If you don't pay us up, you're going to be in big trouble. Wait a minute. These same guys owe millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars? In fact, the report is that when it comes to federal employees, not just IRS, combined federal employees, billions of dollars are owed to the back taxes. And yet, they're coming after you, they're coming after me. The hypocrisy, the lies of it all. All right, let's turn over to some other things to talk about. AI Granny, check this out. AI Granny, look at this. Watch this.
Hello, scammers. I'm your worst nightmare. I'm an AI created by O2 to waste phone scammers' time. So, W's then a dot.
3 times W and then dot.
I think your profession is bothering people, right?
I'm just trying to have a little chat.
It's nearly been an hour! For the love of...
Gosh, how time flies. It's showing me a picture of my cat, Fluffy.
It's showing you the picture of your cat, Fluffy.
Stop calling me dear, you stupid.
Got it, dear. Because while they're busy talking to me, they can't be scamming you. And let's face it, dear, I've got all the time in the world.
What a great, you start looking at some of these things, you think, yeah, that's a great invention. I like that. I'll have AI Granny answer all those potential, what's called potential spam that when your phone rings. I like that idea. Listen, we're going to get to Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer in just a second. But first of all, Pookie, apparently I don't remember you telling me to have John Howler on the program. So you're the one to blame for me having Howler on here. Now I know. No, John's great. John, just in case you're watching, I don't think John will put up with my nonsense. But just in case you're watching, John, that was just a joke. John's going to be with me again. I think maybe John's with me all the time. Anyways, let's move over to this one. Are you ready? Grandma literally got run over by a reindeer. Watch this.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer, walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe.
See? Grandma really did get run over by a reindeer. Maybe that song was prophecy. What do you think about that? Hey, don't forget, before I show you the tip of the week, don't forget to join us in Las Vegas if you can, January 17, 18, 19, Pastor Kurt Reed's church, the Blazing Saddles Conference, Don Perkins, Brandon Holthouse, Billy Carone, Kurt Reed, and myself. Going to be a jolly good time. It's going to be a great time. Going to be a terrific time. Hope that you can join us. I want to make sure that you have a very Merry Christmas. Some of you are, it amazes me, are still offended when I say something like Christmas. Yeah, have you guys noticed that? So many people are still offended by the word Christmas that are Christian. That's just, should do a message just on where the word actually originated from. How the whole thing, yeah, so maybe we should. Anyways, but with that, here's your tip of the week. You ready? It's a video. Watch it. Don't believe everything you see. God bless you guys. Hey, I got Today in Prophecy coming up in a few hours. God bless you guys. That's a little bit more serious. I don't wear this jacket for that. See you guys. God bless you. Hope you enjoy the program. And that's all, folks.